let's just start with the number. $14.5 million.
Yeah.
Not, over a career. For one film.
One single project.
Project he probably could phone in, frankly. So our deep dive today really digs into this question. Why? Why turn down the biggest payday imaginable right at your peak?
Well, it's fascinating because that decision, it wasn't just business, was it? It was like a deep personal recalibration.
Right.
We're looking at that exact point where, all the external success, the fame, the money, what people sometimes call the golden handcuffs, just smashes right into some kind of internal truth. So this is really about the psychology of making a massive pivot and the sheer guts it takes to walk away from comfort.
Yeah, because it's not just some Hollywood story, is it? It feels universal. Anyone who's ever felt kind of stuck, comfortable, but unfulfilled.
Exactly. That's the core of it. So let's trace how he got there, how that comfort was even built in the first place. It starts, like a lot of these stories, pretty humbly. His first gigs, he was making basically bottom-rung Hollywood pay.
He talks about earning maybe, $73 on a good night waiting tables at a place called Catfish Station.
Yeah, hustling. And then suddenly he's making scale.
And scale, for anyone listening who doesn't know the lingo, that's the union minimum rate, right? Back then, maybe $330, $340 a day.
A huge leap. Overnight, almost. He apparently even thought, is this actually legal? Like, can you just make this much money?
Huh, right. But that easy money feeling, that became part of the problem, didn't it?
It seems so, because fame hit really fast, almost out of nowhere after Time to Kill. And that created this weird disconnect for him.
He felt he hadn't earned it. That's the word he used, penance. Like he hadn't paid his dues or his tithe. What's that about, professionally speaking?
Go with that word penance. It's really telling, isn't it? It suggests he felt the success was kind of hollow because it came too easily. No struggle, no roots.
So psychologically, that leads to instability.
Yeah, losing his anonymous soul, as he put it, feeling adrift. He said he didn't know up, down, left, or right back then.
And you see in those early interviews where they're so careful, almost boring. His rules were just be a gentleman, don't lie. He was basically just trying not to mess up an identity he hadn't figured out yet.
Meanwhile, the industry doesn't care about his internal chaos. They see a bankable star.
Totally. He owned that lane, the rom-com guy. Shirtless on the beach, paparazzi everywhere. Yeah, that was the brand. Hugely valuable. But maybe creatively empty.
That seems to be where his head was at. And then life throws him a curveball. Or maybe a lifeline.
Falling in love, getting married, first kid on the way, that changes things.
Massively. Life suddenly felt vital, he said. The highs were higher, the lows lower, everything got sharper, more real.
And that forces the question.
Am I just an entertainer? Is this it? He realized he was getting scripts he could do tomorrow morning, no sweat.
And he wanted the sweat.
He wanted the challenge, roles that made him sweat in my boots feel scared for all the right reasons. He was done playing it safe, done with the easy win.
Okay, so he's got this internal fire now, thanks to becoming a dad. He's ready to change lanes. But Hollywood loves the lane he's in. It makes them money.
A lot of money. So the offers keep coming. Same old genre. First script, $8 million.
And he says,
no, thank you. Politely, I imagine, but firmly. He'd made the decision. No more rom-coms.
But the studio thinks he's just negotiating, right? So they bump it. $12 million.
Still nope.
Which leads to the big one, the final push. $14.5 million for the exact same script they offered at $8 million.
Can you just imagine that? The pressure, that's generational wealth right there. He admitted he almost, faltered, thought maybe he should just read it one more time.
But he didn't?
No. That commitment he'd made, that 3 a.m. truth moment with his wife, it held. Saying no wasn't about ego, it was about integrity, maybe. Sticking to the plan.
And that sent shockwaves, didn't it? He said it was like an invisible sort of lightning bolt through Hollywood execs.
Because it just didn't compute. He hadn't worked in, 18 months at that point?
Wow.
And he turns down the biggest check of his life.
It breaks the cardinal rule. You take the money when your stock is high.
Exactly. So his refusal, weirdly, created this sense of mystery. They started wondering, what's he really up to? He must have something huge lined up. His silence became valuable.
But hang on, did they immediately start offering him cool dramas? Because initially, the reaction was the opposite.
Oh, yeah, totally the opposite. He tried pitching himself for dramas, even offering to take a huge pay cut.
And they said,
no, thank you. Stay in your lane, basically.
Yeah.
The system wanted the predictable product.
They didn't want the artist mid-transformation.
Not at all. So he realized the only way out was a clean break, A one-way ticket.
Moving the family to Texas, deliberately getting away from the whole beach scene, the paparazzi culture.
It was a massive gamble, no safety net, no guarantee he'd ever work again, really. Betting everything on on not working, ironically.
And that gamble got real fast.
Oh, yeah. First 6 months. Still just rom-com offers piling up. He keeps saying no.
Yeah.
Then they finally get the message and stop offering rom-coms.
So what did they offer instead?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. For 20 solid months, complete radio silence, a professional deep freeze.
20 months. Nearly 2 years out in the cold. That's the real test, isn't it? That's the price of the pivot.
It really is. Surviving that drought, that takes incredible resolve. So what kept him going when the phone wasn't ringing and the millions were off the table?
Well, family seems key.
Yeah.
Becoming a father gave him that anchor. And his wife's support was apparently crucial. He mentions her challenging him, like, okay, you've said it, now say it out loud. There's no going back.
Wow, that's powerful. Making it real, holding him accountable to his own decision.
Yeah, making it permanent.
And there's this interesting twist on that whole penance idea he had earlier. He started to feel that the longer he held out, the longer the drought lasted. The more sort of internal pride and honor he felt.
Like the suffering itself became a source of strength.
Kind of, yeah, like momentum. He was 6 months in, then a year. He couldn't turn back now, right? He'd invested too much self-respect in saying no. It wasn't surrender, it was doubling down.
Until finally, the tide turns after 20 months.
The silence breaks. He'd successfully unbranded himself. Enough time had passed that he became intriguing again. A new good idea.
People started asking, hey, where's he been? What's he up to?
Exactly. His disappearance, plus the legend of the $14.5 million refusal, it actually made him more attractive for the serious, challenging roles he wanted.
He was refound, but seen differently now.
The market finally saw his commitment as his new brand. And that's when things like The Lincoln Lawyer started happening. The whole career renaissance kicks off.
It's such a fascinating trajectory, and it really highlights that idea he talks about. Life being mystery going forward, but science looking back.
Totally. When you're in the thick of it, making choices, facing setbacks, it feels so random, right? Chaotic even. Why did this happen? Why didn't that work out?
But looking back,
suddenly it all seems to connect. It's almost mathematical. He even mentions, like, catching a red light that made him 60 seconds late for something. But in that 60 seconds, he met someone crucial for his future. The chaos kind of resolves into this perfect pattern.
Which brings us to maybe the most practical and sometimes painful takeaway from this whole thing. Getting stuck because of money. Specifically, past money.
Oh, absolutely. We all know people like this, right? In whatever field, tech, finance here, they're stuck in this professional quicksand. Why? Because they won't take a job they might actually love.
Simply because it pays less than their last gig, their peak salary.
Exactly. They're fixated on the status of that old paycheck, not the potential of a new direction, even if the old job is long gone.
It's those golden handcuffs again. Even after the job's disappeared, they just wait and wait. Maybe for years.
3 years, 5, sometimes a decade, waiting for that perfect salary match while their best years just tick by. They miss out on the chance to actually build something new.
Because they don't see that taking a step back, maybe financially, onto a new path could actually be the start of something much bigger down the line.
Right. That commitment to the new thing, even if it pays less now, starts building new skills, new networks, new experience, assets, things that could lead to something paying 5 times more later on. But you can't build if you're just standing still, waiting.
Yeah, that limbo.
Yeah.
It just sucks the life out of you professionally. It seems the real lesson is about commitment. Committing to a path, even if it's not the perfect, highest-paying one right now.
You have to dive in, make the choice, show people you're serious about the new direction. Otherwise, why would anyone else believe in it?
So this deep dive really comes down to delayed gratification, doesn't it? That incredibly hard choice to say no to the $14.5 million today. That's what ultimately created the long-term value, the mailbox money, as they call it.
Exactly. The income that keeps coming because you made the tough, integrity-driven choice years before.
Ultimately, growth needs that courage.
Right.
The courage to hit pause, to pivot, to actually rewrite your own script, the tough roles, the challenges you choose over the easy money. Maybe those are the ones that pay off the most in the end.
So maybe the thought to leave everyone with is this, drawing from the source. Think about how often the things you didn't get, the doors that closed, actually pushed you somewhere far more satisfying in the long run than the things you thought you wanted.
So what comfort zone, what easy lane or status symbol are you maybe clinging to right now? What might you need to let go of to make space for your next, maybe more authentic act?